Film Review, Movies, Music, Culture, Politics, Society podcast, interviews, movie reviews, and more. Live Sundays at 5:30 p.m. on the Film Review Live channel. Subscribe.
Hi, this is Bernadette Stannis, Thelma from Good Times, and you're watching the Film Review.
So we're riding in the car.
On what day?
Today is, what is it, Tuesday?
Man, time flies.
It does. I can't believe that we're July 2nd already, 2018.
2 days before 4th of July.
2 days before Independence Day for some people, but not for all people. So here we are, people. This is movies, music, culture, and whatever else comes to our minds. You have to go see this film. You have to go see this film.
You know, like I said, it was on television, and television is entertainment. So you don't know what was actual fact and what was fiction.
Right. We're here on a very unusual day in Black history. We are missing a departed queen from our midst, Aretha Franklin. Before we went to go see the film, I told my wife, I said, okay, this is a film about the Jewish Holocaust, post-Jewish Holocaust, and there is no way that they will have anything in the film that has to do with white supremacy, racism, where it's targeted to black people. No way, because this is a story about the Jewish Holocaust. Now, we're getting ready to give some spoilers here. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it has to be some spoilers here because we're not 5 minutes into the film. We're not 5 minutes into the film before you get the anti-black reference in the film. So we open up in this small town, middle America. The principal of the school is a black man.
Right.
And you only see 2 black people in the whole film.
Right.
The young lady that's there and the mother. Right. So
and
three.
Yeah.
3.
And the principal is played by Carmen Domingo.
Right. And so you only see 3 black people in the whole town. And everybody else is.
You just see the kids sprinkled in.
You see them, but they're
not the main characters.
Consequently.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor. Film is a metaphor for what it is, for what the meaning of the film is. But let's start. The producer and executive producer are the people who put the money up for the film, and you leave your film in the hands of a white person to write the script and to direct the script. You obviously suffer from, in my opinion, self-hate.
So the audience participation in the film was on point. And we're sitting there watching it. And
I will have to tell you this, the truth, Wes, though. On some of the scenes when, especially the fight scene between the police officer and what's going on, people? How you feeling? This is the Film Review, yes. Movies, music, culture, politics, society podcast.
Yes.
We are your hosts. I'm Crazy D.
Tracy.
And we review movies, music, culture, politics, society. And this is our podcast. And guess what, people? This is the celebration for the 3rd season beginning.
Gosh.
The first clips that you saw had to do with how we started building the show out, right? So you got to see what it was like, and periodically throughout the show we're going to be showing you different clips of what it was like early on. We're going to show you what happens when a person is listening to us on the live and they're commenting with us and we talk to them back, you know what I mean?
So this is the 120th show. It's the 120th show of the film review, TFR Podcast Live. We are simulcasting successfully on TFR Podcast Live, Lordlandfilms on FB.
Yep.
We are on the Film Review Live channel right now on YouTube. And of course, we are on Periscope. So we are simulcasting. And then you can call in 213-943-3358. 213-943-3358.
Yeah.
The topic for the night is about Juneteenth being a international, a black holiday. How did I word it? I called it, let me catch it, see if I can catch it real quick. A global black human being holiday, right? And all the other holidays that should be global black human being holidays to celebrate, right? So 213-943-3358 for that. So first of all, let's begin as we get started with this. And the first thing that I need to ask you, as usual, is how was your week?
This week went by quickly, actually. Just watching what's been going on.
Just watching what's been going on.
What's been going on.
Yes, it's the numbers are spiking people on the COVID. And you know, we went through many different episodes, the hundreds,
right.
I would call them the hundreds episodes because I wrote them down, right?
Right.
And we started with episode 104 with the art of war, biovirus warfare, right? And we started showing you films that could help you survive pandemic, right? And that particular film that night was Children of Men, right? Then in the 105th episode, COVID-19, we discussed COVID-19, broke it down, and we featured 12 monkeys, right? Then in the 106th episode, why people don't heed the COVID warnings, right? And Escape from New York was that movie. So 106 is very important. You can go back and watch that and come in and learn a lot, you know what I mean? And then on the 107th episode was Mad Max, and we talked about Saudi and Russia with the oil situation, right? Then 108 went and we had Pharaoh Said That, and he came in and he talked about how to protect yourself against COVID-19, right?
Right.
So we've been doing our part, and if people were really just heeding what would be said, you know, they'd be all right. But this, you know, that's... I don't know.
I think some people take COVID seriously, right? And then, so it's like half and half.
Half and half.
Right, 50% to me takes it serious, and the other 50% don't take it serious.
They don't take it serious.
So, I mean, it's just, it's sad because I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad because people don't realize how serious it is until it affects them or a loved one. And you know.
Then when it does, it's a little too late.
Yeah.
It's a little too late to talk about coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? But that's besides the point. That's just you know, part of the situation. So let's look at some memes that I thought were very entertaining this week, right? So we can take a look at the memes. Let me bring this down real quick as we get revved up here to give you this show, right? So the first meme, I thought this was hilarious. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Did I tell you also that we are simulcasting on Crazy D Film Dude on Instagram. Crazy D Film Dude on Instagram. You can come right on over and talk to us there too. Look.
You mentioned on, should I?
Yeah, we'll come right there.
Is
so
that
look,
Facebook?
so this is the first meme, right?
That meme is hilarious.
And this meme, it says, "America rolling into July." Look at the little girl's face.
Okay, I see you right
on the roller coaster, right?
Right.
Look at the little girl's face on the roller coaster. Let me bring it up a little bit bigger so that you can see it, right? Because her face says it all about how we're feeling in the middle of, in the beginning of July, right?
Right. How some people are feeling.
Because other people seem to be just going. Look at the baby in the back, though. The baby is crying too. This is look at this. This is how July coming in, and then here's an irresponsible. Well, I won't say that. But look at the baby. The baby is terrified on the roller coaster, and why has the mom got the little baby on the roller coaster?
Was that in the UK? I believe it was the story. Someone fell off the roller coaster. Was it yesterday?
Fell off the roller coaster. Sure it did.
Yeah. Fell right out of it.
And the husband was horrified because he was trying to catch her.
Yeah.
Right? So here's another timely meme that I thought was pretty good for this time that we're in right now, because we're going through
this is a good one.
A situation right here right now. So let me bring this up right here. So this is another meme that we saw.
Yeah.
It says, "The illusion of free choice," right? Yeah. The illusion of free choice. Yeah. And it is a cow, right? And one side says Trump,
right?
One side says Biden, but depending on whichever way you go, the divider ends, and it's still the same door.
Yeah.
It's still the same door.
Yeah. Once the partition ends. Right?
Once the partition ends, right, exactly, right. So that was a good one, right? I thought that was pretty good. Then this one right here, which is leading up to it, because we have 4 tonight, right? Because we have a jam-packed show. But this one right here, I thought was pretty good right here. It says, "Well, this is awkward." So if you notice, it's the black man with the cowboy hat that you see often.
Okay.
And he's got the Confederate flag. And then it's a Caucasian carrying the Black Lives Matter, and it says, "Well, this is awkward," right? So I thought that was pretty. That was pretty something to look at real quick, right? To have a few laughs. And now this last one, I cracked my side on this one, right? If it wasn't so serious, and if it wasn't such a serious situation still today, you would just laugh, but all the way. But here we go. I thought this was good. Why are Trump supporters upset they have to wear a mask in public? It never bothered them in the past.
Oh, that's a good one. That is good.
Look at that. It never bothered them in the past. So why are they worried about wearing masks now, right? Okay, times have changed, right? They don't want to wear masks, right? So while we're here, before we get started, and a little shameless plug, listen, attention actors, right? Attention actors. As we expand our brand, as we expand the brand of the film review, right? We give opportunity. See, why in this quarantine time should you be sitting at home as an actor and not be seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated when the film review, #TFRPODCASTLIVE, has the Actors Go Live Here show, right? The Actors Go Live Here show, where actors are able to, from the comfort of their home, interpret one of my scripts. 2 actors go at it, right? They interpret my scripts on a live feed, and I'm the narrator
kicking the action through, and then the people are able to see, hear, and if you bring my lines to life, people will see you, will hear you, will appreciate you, and will love everything you do, and you will get jobs. And once COVID lifts, because you've been seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated on TFR Podcast Live, hashtag TFR Podcast Live presents, actors go live here, you will get work. Just ask the people who have acted with me before. Just go to Lordlandfilms.com, Lordlandfilms.com, and that is where you will find how to go about doing all that, how to get in contact with me, Lordlandfilms.com, right? Lordlandfilms.com. Now, people, another thing that we're looking at here, of course, let me stop this.
Let's talk DJing.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk DJing, right? The Let's Talk DJing, the first 2 episodes are out, right? Yeah. So the DJs come on. We had Centipede and we had the infamous DJ Remix, right? And so DJs come on and we talk about their lives and we talk about the skill, the technique, record selection, right? Right. So contact me in my DMs or my messenger, and we'll have you on the show, right? Right. So that's a few little shameless plugs there before we get started with the show, because we had to put that in there. And then, people, you know, we're going to the 3rd season of TFR Podcast Live on Crazy D Radio. That's where you can call in at 213-943-3358. 213-943-3358. This is the first episode of that situation, right? So let's go back a little bit further and let's look at some more footage from whence we came. Now, this next footage shows you what happens when a person calls, types in on the live and talks to us about our critique about their film and what we say, right? Right. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Okay, so
what's going on, people? This is Crazy D.
Tracy.
And you know, we are the film review. Movies, music, culture, and whatever else comes to our minds. We are the husband and wife team. And do we have a great review for you today?
Yep.
That's right. 2 great movies. Well, 1 great movie and 1
great album.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about both. This is another great installment of the film review. Movies, music, culture, and whatever else comes to our minds. We are the husband and wife team. I'm Crazy D.
I'm Tracy.
And we review culture and movies, music, politics, and society. And do we have a great show for you tonight?
Yep.
Because we are recapping what we've done and also looking towards the future in 2019.
Right. Just like Black History Month, we heard of Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington. And speaking of Duke Ellington, he because we did research after seeing the film, watching the film, he also did a tribute to Bolden as well. He was well known and still is in the jazz community throughout the world. They did a tribute to him in Britain as well, in Ireland, so he's well known. So when we learned about him, hey, Lil Black. When we learned about he's a great poet, right?
Yeah.
When we learned about Bolden and saw that preview, we had to go see him.
We had to go see it.
So, okay, but the thing about it what stood out is like all of the Bolden is this great musician, right?
Great musician.
So then he's dealing with a lot. It's well written. He's dealing with his manager who supposedly, in a weird type of way, has his best interest at heart.
Looking at him
kinda
as a commodity.
Right. And then on the other hand, he's dealing with these 2 different racist white men who are out to destroy his life as well as his career. Right? So all of this, in the midst of this crazy storm, he has a mental illness that he's
dealing with,
right? Which all of this, I mean, it's just a beautiful film, well done, and your heart really, really goes out to Bolden because it's just like so sad, you know.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad.
It's a sad
film.
story that seems to play over and over
Yeah.
again. But so, like I told you, they used the drugs for twofold. First, they wanted to stop the upward mobility.
Right.
How do you stop the upward mobility?
Right.
Get the female,
Right.
the black female hooked on it,
Right.
and then you can also use them
Right.
sexually.
Right.
And this is what you see in the film because the
Right.
character, the Judge Perry character says, destroy the soul,
Yeah.
and you destroy the man.
Right, and he's, yep.
That's right. Now, what's funny?
Oh, you know, hold on. I left out another thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is another part of the film. This is a great film. Now, in the midst of Bolden dealing with all of this treachery going on around him, and all he wants to do is play and perform his music. Again, while battling mental illness. Back then, they didn't have a definition for it. Back then, they said it was a form of dementia, but today, it's termed as schizophrenia.
The story writing, the narrative,
Beautiful.
the way that they hear. So people, that's another example of how we got it, started,
Yes.
right? And so you got to see, you're seeing the progression of how we came through and how we were making it happen all the time, right? So look, let's see what we're gonna look at real quick. We went through all that. Now look, people, before we get started, one more shameless plug. We got to get it in because this is the episode 120 because we constantly expand the brand. Okay, people, you can see 23 different films. We're in the middle of COVID-19.
Right.
The quarantine doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
Right.
You go to Lordlandfilms.com and you search for the flyer that says TFR presents Crazy
Right.
D Cinema Film Series, right? You can click the link. It takes you straight to 23 different films that Crazy D has produced.
Yeah.
You can watch them, enjoy them, and have something to watch, something to tide you over during this COVID-19, right? So let's play some word association as we go through, as we're here on our third season.
Oh,
We're
this
gonna
is
do
fun.
something.
Oh, you
We're gonna
came
do
up with
something.
games?
Yeah, we came up with a game today. I'm gonna give you a word, and then you
Okay.
give me the first thing that comes to
oh,
your mind. And guess what this has to deal with?
Right.
This deals with the films, right?
Okay.
Going through the first episodes of
Okay.
when we first started. We're gonna periodically go through this and do this. 213-943-3358. Okay. The first title is
Okay.
The First Purge.
Oh, the first purge. Interesting.
Interesting.
It was
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. Sorry to bother you.
You know what? Sorry to bother you. Like a sci-fi fantasy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the first purge was
Lakeith
episode.
Stanfield.
Right. Mm-hmm. The first purge was episode 2.
Okay.
Sorry to bother you was episode 3.
Okay.
Episode 5 was the Joe Button podcast.
Okay.
We went to go see it live.
That
What
was fun.
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 Okay.
That was fun.
Equalizer 2. That's Denzel.
Okay. That was kick butt. 'Cause,
Kick butt.
Yeah, he kicked butt in that film.
Mhm. Black Klansman.
Just genius.
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 The Aretha Franklin tribute. That was episode 8.
Oh, when she passed
When she
away.
passed, we came on
Yeah.
that day that she passed.
Yeah, it's the combination of like a sad, but a celebration of her life.
Mhm. So for the people coming on, we're doing
Yeah.
word associations
Yeah.
with the first
Yeah,
episodes, the first movies and
Yeah.
situations that happen on the episodes
Yeah.
that we review, right? So the Meg in 3D.
the Meg and you know what? That movie better than expected.
Better than expected.
Because I
yes.
assumed it would just be like Jaws, but it was really good. It was nothing like Jaws.
For a shark movie, it
yeah,
was
for a
pretty
shark
good.
movie, it was pretty
Mhm.
good.
The Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. That was hilarious. This is our 3-year anniversary, so we're kind of doing word association of films, previous films we did.
Right.
With Kathy. What's the comedian?
Yeah,
comedian?
her. Kathy Bates, not Bates, but
Melissa
McCarthy. Yes.
Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Like Sesame Street on steroids.
Yeah.
Adult version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Operation Finale. We talked about it. They actually saw that in the first opening clip when we talked about that. But Operation Finale.
Operation Finale. It was okay.
It was okay. You wouldn't expect to have. Well, we talked about that. No need to beat that with a dead horse. Okay,
because the ending was not good. It was horrible. I mean, we know how the Holocaust would happen with that, and that was just horrible. Mm-hmm. So that movie, of course, the ending was depressing.
Yeah, it was. So the Ken movie.
Oh, that was good. Okay, so that movie was executive produced by Michael B. Jordan, and it was a sci-fi movie. Really good movie. Black cast, young.
Remember, one word association, because they can go back and watch the reviews on the Film
Black
Review Live
sci-fi
channel.
movie. You should go see it if you haven't. Ken.
What's going on to Dave? They can go right over to the Film Review Live channel. Yeah. To be able to watch.
Yeah, Ken was really good.
To be able to watch the reviews.
Michael B. Jordan has a lot of great projects that he executive produced. Mm-hmm. A lot of projects people don't even know that he played a major role in. And these are like black films that he financed. So Ken is really good. Mm-hmm. Kin.
Yeah, so we also want to tell you again that we are simulcasting on Instagram, Crazy D Film Dude, on YouTube at the Film Review Live channel, at Periscope at TFR Podcast Live, and on Facebook at TFR Podcast Live Lordlandfilms page. Right, go there. You'll be able to comment or comment on here. We'll for sure. Talk to you. I want to say Dave Tolliver from Men at Large said, Famo, what's going on? Okay, so one word associated. One, okay. Minister Louis, we talked about how yesterday. Minister Louis Farrakhan was treated at Aretha Franklin's homegoing.
Oh, yeah. It was disappointing.
The way he was treated, right?
But yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday,
great.
If you did not see... Are you still going to take that vaccine? We just need to know. But anyway, people, 213-943-3358. Call on in. Searching movie.
Searching was really good. That was the first interactive social media movie
where people were using everything was shown on the computer screen.
And I haven't seen anything like it since.
That was great. Well done. Well put together. Okay. Yeah. Peppermint and Assassination Nation.
That was the first movie that I'm supposed to be doing one word.
One word association for both or for a single, whatever.
Jennifer Gardner kicked butt.
She did.
It was believable too.
Assassination Nation.
Comedy.
I would say a lot of ash, a lot of flat ash. But anyway, people, Venom, Night School, Quincy, and Napoli Ever After.
I don't remember.
That was all in one show.
Napoli Ever After. That was good. That was what Sanaa Lathan, right?
Right. One word.
What are the other titles?
The other titles is Venom. Venom. He looked a little bit like...
the Marvel.
Right.
Okay.
Night School.
That was hilarious.
And Quincy. That's the documentary on Quincy Jones.
Oh, that was good.
Right. So good. Okay. Blind Spotting.
Oh, that was the Oakland.
Yes.
Film based in Oakland, right?
Yeah.
The writer as well as
the starring in
the
it.
star in the film, and he also plays the brother on Blackish, Rainbow's brother,
right?
David,
and he's also going to be playing a certain abolitionist in the
Oh, is
John
he?
Brown series is
okay.
coming up, right?
Okay.
What about Jurassic World?
Jurassic World.
Yeah,
It was full of action.
full of
That's
action.
the one with what Chris Pratt and
Full of action.
Ron Howard's Bryce
Okay,
Dallas,
the
right?
Halloween sequel to the original because they wiped all the other ones away.
The
So
best part of Halloween was the little boy. The little boy in Halloween.
That's right. Sure was.
Hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if you have seen it, but it's just worth seeing this little boy. It was a little black boy. He was the only black kid in the film.
Only black kid in the film.
But he saw Jason and that little boy.
No, he saw Michael.
Michael. I get him mixed
I
up.
get them mixed up.
And Michael saw him. But see, he was the only one Michael didn't kill in the film.
That's the only. Well, don't give it away.
I mean,
Jeez.
well, in the little boy's sense of humor is just
Yeah, it's good. He said he gonna. But anyway.
yeah, it's worth seeing just for the little boy.
The Hate You Give.
Okay, that movie was sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
The Sisters Brothers.
Dramatic.
Do you see how many
It was good.
films that we have reviewed? This is just in the first season, right?
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was really good. We saw the documentary too yesterday.
Yeah, we did. And anyone who likes Queen, you'll love the
Yeah.
documentary as much as you love the film.
And if you like Joker, you want to watch the Sisters Brothers
Yeah, that's true.
because it's starring Joaquin Phoenix, so
Right.
that movie is good.
Never Heard.
Never heard. Okay, that's David Banner,
Mhm.
right? And Master P and Romeo,
Yeah.
are they in it too?
Mm-hmm.
So that movie, it was good. It's dramatic. It was good.
Okay. Tyler Perry's Nobody's Fool.
Nobody's Fool. Trying to remember that one. Is that the one with
We gave it high ratings.
Well, all of his films that we've seen,
Yeah, we give high ratings because
Are
they were
good.
Yeah, they were good.
but Nobody's Fool is Tiffany Haddish, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that was good. That was hilarious.
Um,
I mean, because Tyler Perry's his films are. I hate when people say, "What was that last one that a few people complained about that was on Netflix?"
That was
Grace.
That was Fall from Grace.
And I hate when some people say, "Oh, it's not realistic," and those people are realistic. I mean, we saw somebody a couple of weeks ago on television, and this was a real live person.
Real life person.
And people would swear up and down, oh, Tyler Perry is making up that type of person and personality, and he's exaggerating. He's not exaggerating, because there are all types of people in this world. People make the world go around.
People make the
So
world
he
go
does a great job in bringing different personalities, and these are like real life people. So
Real
when
life
people say, "Oh, he's just making stuff up and it's exaggerated," no, it's not true. Because if you don't know somebody that reminds you if any of the characters in his films,
Don't remind you of someone,
yeah,
then you're not paying attention. Okay. Overlord.
Overlord. That one was
That was the zombie Nazi movie,
that was gory.
and it was starring a black man in the
Yeah,
lead.
he did a really great job
And-
acting. There's a lot of blood.
If you've never seen that film, you have
Yeah.
to see that film, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can watch all of these reviews on the
Yeah.
Film Review Life channel. You can watch
Right.
all of these reviews that we're
Right.
going through the list of films that we
Right.
review. One word.
And all of these films are now available. Netflix,
That's right.
Amazon Prime,
Mhm.
Fire
All-
Stick,
All the different
Hulu,
places.
wherever you watch films.
Mhm.
Like, because this is a review of all the films that we did within. Was it like the last?
This is
Are we
the
doing
first
3
season.
years?
This is the first season.
Oh, well, see, you can watch a lot of these.
A lot of
films.
these films are there for you to watch. If you never saw them, it's new to you.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. River Run Red.
Okay, so that movie was. The director actually
Came in and talked to us.
came
That's right.
in when we reviewed that
Uh-huh,
film. So that was really, really nice, and that was a really, really, really
Yeah, but
good memory.
But the
Starring
film.
Taye Diggs.
One word response to what it was.
So
River Run
when
Red.
I think of that movie, I think about what's going on today, because in this film, Tay Diggs' son is murdered by a police officer.
Oh boy, you're telling too much.
But I didn't tell the film. I mean, that's just the foundation of the film.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it was enjoyable that the director jumped in on the conversation.
It was enjoyable that the director jumped in. Let's move on. All right.
The director agreed with me.
Girl.
He said, I agree with Tracy.
Yeah, he kind of liked.
He didn't like your review. He liked my review.
Because I just had to let him know some people would. But anyway, people, let's move on. Girl in the Spider's Web.
Oh, good. I mean, like
part
all of those are
part of the reboot of the girl with the dragon tattoo. Right?
Yeah, like that whole series is the remake that we see, the American version. I'm sorry. I know you've seen the European versions of the film with the subtitles.
No,
right?
I didn't watch that. I can't sit.
Or you tried?
I couldn't sit through the subtitles because I need to see the action.
Yeah, so that one, the last one,
understand what the action is.
Lakeith Stanfield was in that one.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
Yes, he did. You had to give him his props on that, right?
Yes, he is one of the best actors out there.
One of the best.
Yes, one of the best actors and one of the most vocal and he will give you his opinion. Yeah, I mean in a good way. Like he is definitely for his people, no doubt.
How about when Charlemagne
social media? He's very.
How about when Charlemagne was talking to him and
he let you know.
He let him know.
Oh well, yeah. But then they kind of came back together. They bumped heads a little bit.
They bumped heads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, people. So let's see. Let me go right here and push this real quick.
Yeah.
All right, people. Next movie. Widows.
That was good. Octavia. Yeah. Wait.
No.
How
to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, not Octavia Spencer.
No, How to Get Away with Murder.
No, it's Viola Davis.
I said How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh,
she's How to Get Away with Murder. She's the main star.
I started thinking about Kerry Washington. No, that's the other show.
That's the other show, right? What's going on, people? Everybody chiming in. Kendu, what's going on, Kendu? What's up with you? How was your not celebrating the 4th, but at the same time celebrating Juneteenth? How was it, right? We're talking to our people on Instagram on Crazy D Film Dude. We're simulcasting live on Crazy D Film Dude, YouTube at the Film Review Live channel, Periscope at TFR Podcast Live, and on FB at TFR Podcast Live, Lordlandfilms page, right? Make sure you like it, join, all that. Right. Yeah, that was Liam Neeson in the good old days before he came out and said that he wanted to, smack and kick. But anyway, that's another story. Okay, Mariah Carey's album that.
Oh, we covered. Yeah,
one
that
word.
Was a good
one
album.
Word on the album. Good? Is that that's the word?
Yeah, her last album was good.
Creed 2.
Excellent.
All right. Disney's The Nutcracker. Remember that?
That was because it came out during Christmas.
That's right.
And that was a nice holiday film. And it's oh my gosh, it had a black cast.
Yes, it did.
And also
Copeland.
She had a great.
Yes, she did.
At the end of the film.
Yes.
Mostly everyone. I think about 80% of the audience sat and watched her whole routine.
Yes.
So Misty Copeland did a beautiful routine at the end of the film, as well as she was in the film.
She was in the film.
And she did a routine.
She took the part of the young lady with the Nutcracker.
Oh, yes, she did.
She was the ballet of the Nutcracker, because there's two parts to the Nutcracker. It's kind of like a play and then a ballet. So if you've never seen the Disney's The Nutcracker, you have to see it, because that's what we went to go see it before, because Misty Copeland was in it.
As there's a young black actor, he also starred in the film.
Yes, he did.
So
and he did a great job.
I know it'll be coming back around holiday season. Make sure that your children
see it, and you can watch it too. It's well worth seeing,
because it's nice. They incorporated a lot of black actors, and it was great to see Misty Copeland performing, and yeah, that was nice.
That was nice. Now, people, our first movie review as we go through is Blow the Man Down. If you have not seen this film, where's this playing at?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. We just watched it last night.
Yes.
Blow the Man Down.
Yeah.
Let me set up the synopsis for you.
Yes.
It is a old fisherman town where the fishermen would come in and they would spend the weekend before they went back out to fish. And it was a port of destination for different fishermen from around the world to come into, and certain businesses opened up due to that fact, right? And so this is the aftermath. After the heyday, there is a funeral that opens up the film, and you're introduced to the two protagonists in the film. Somewhat, one of them is kind of antagonistic to the other, unwittingly they are. And so it's two sisters. And the two sisters, something happens to the one that's kind of like an antagonist in the story, and the other sister has to spring to action. So when you see this cover right here, once you watch the film, well, for those who are watching on Instagram, you can watch the replay, and you'll see the cover of Blow the Man Down. And when you see the cover, you will see what we're talking about. And once you watch the film, you will better understand what you're seeing on the cover of the film, right? But Blow the Man Down. Who's on the cast?
Well, first of all, what grabbed our attention is Margot Martindale. She's a really good actress, and she's best known for us. We started noticing her in Leftovers, right? On HBO, in that series. So when we saw previews of this, we saw that she was in it, and we said, okay, we know this is going to be a good film. And we watched the trailer, so we said, okay, we definitely have to watch this. It's an Amazon original film. So starring Margot Martindale. She's a great character actress, but she's the one of the leads in this film.
Yes, she is.
Morgan Saylor, she's one of the sisters. Another actress who made us is June Squade. She's a older actress as well, and she plays in a lot of
films as a character.
Comedy, kind of like reminds you of a Betty White, you know, with a potty mouth, you know. She's in that film, a really good actress. The other sister is played by Sophie Lowe. And they're the Conley sisters, Priscilla Conley and Mary Beth Conley. You have Annette O'Toole in the film, Marceline Hugo, Eben Moss, Bayrock, Gail Rankin, Skip Saduth. Great cast. Yeah, Will Britton also. He plays the police officer, Justin.
So there is a funeral at the beginning of the film. And then the sisters are not quite connected on what they want to do next after the certain loved one passes on, right?
It's a drama mystery film.
Yeah. It's very suspenseful, right? So what happens then is the kind of antagonistic sister. What's going on, Dave? Thanks, Crazy. Thanks for shouting out the name, Crazy on Dion. How was your not celebrating the 4th, Dave, but actually celebrating Juneteenth all over again? How was your day? So the one sister, to get back to the thing, got a shout out to my people.
But you know, speaking of good actors, Dave.
Yeah. You know, he played Big Pimpin'. We always say that.
Well as many plays.
Stage plays. That's right.
As well as his voice is
his singing voice just
kissed by God. Beautiful voice.
Did you hear that? She's the critic.
Beautiful voice.
She's the critic. I'm the filmmaker.
Blessed. Beautiful
she's the
voice.
critic. See, I'm the filmmaker. She's the critic. So when she's saying it, she really means it, right? So look, so the wayward sister gets into a situation that really is the initiating event that kicks the film off, and then it rolls from there.
Right.
And it's really a case study. So break that case study down.
Oh yeah. What I found interesting in the film was, I don't know, kind of like just human like nature.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting
break it down a little
because
bit.
the mother. Well, see, I don't want to give the film away, but what it's you would think that
Well, we're gonna
when
give
the
you
mother passes away, right? Because
Mhm.
that's the intro.
Okay,
of the
so
film. They show you this in the trailer, right?
We're gonna give you.
That's in the trailer.
We're gonna give you. Today is my 17th wedding anniversary. Congratulations,
Yeah. Oh,
Dave!
happy anniversary!
We ain't no celebrating. We ate no celebrating never. That's what's up, Dave. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, our anniversary comes up on August 8th,
Yes.
right? Would be the 30 years together, you know what I mean? So congratulations, Dave. So anyway, we're going to have to give some spoilers on this film to break this down, right? To give it. So get ready. It's some spoilers for this, but you will enjoy the film still just the same. Blow the man down.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When he mentioned this anniversary, I was trying to think of something. You probably saw, was it Photograph? If you haven't seen it, The Photograph, Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield. That would be like a great anniversary film to watch if you haven't seen it already. You may have seen it, but see The Photograph.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice, like, romantic film.
Yeah.
Black love. Okay, so, Blow the Man Down. Okay, so the mother,
Mhm.
you see this in the trailer, she passes away.
Mm-hmm.
And when she goes, her daughters, they're left with four of the mom's friends that the mom grew up with, right?
That's right.
So out of the four women
Mhm.
that are surrounding the daughters,
Uh-huh.
one woman is a snake, and she definitely does not have the best interests of the girls at all. And it involves murder and what else? Suspense,
treachery,
lots
betrayal.
of treachery, betrayal. And what I found interesting was, I said, normally a mother's close friend or best friend, you would think would be protective of her friend's daughter.
Mm-hmm. Daughters, yeah.
Right. But in this case, this woman is like treacherous.
And so you have to watch. So it's very interesting.
But then, so we're not going to say who's who, but then the mother's other three friends are very like nurturing, and they look out for the daughter, in this film. And the backstory is quite interesting.
Yes, the backstory.
And it's quite believable because I'm sure that this is what happens a lot in a lot of the seaport towns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Dave, call up 213-943-3358, 213-943-3358, so we can put you over and talk about your podcast too. 213-943-3358.
Yeah.
So the most interesting part about this is that the person who was the closest and the person that she did everything for, the person that knew where all the bones were buried, so to speak, is represented in the film, is the one that has not the best intentions for the daughters, right?
I mean, this is a good film because it's like from the outside, you think this is a quiet little town and sweet women, and they're like treacherous, and then they have sex trafficking going on, and there's murdering, and there's drugs, and it's like all of this craziness going on in this small seaport town in Maine.
That's right. So you're going to enjoy Blow the Man Down. And that's a metaphor too, by the way. Blow the man down. It is a metaphor for what's in the film. Yeah. So you definitely want to definitely watch that.
It's not multicultural.
No, it's not multicultural.
Not in this town.
But it teaches you what the treachery of men and women, right? So what would you rate Blow the Man Down?
It was real interesting. I would give it an 8.
A 8?
Yeah, 8 is really good. I gave it an 8 because I didn't see. Nice to see a little, multiculturalism in the film.
But
you said not in that time.
I don't think it would be in that time because you would hear the word.
I had years ago, a friend and her brother moved to Vermont, and he went to school in Vermont for cooking. And she was telling me that you would be surprised. She said, "Oh, it's a lot of black people out there." So I'm sure there are black people in Maine. I'm sorry. We are all over the world.
Yeah.
And all over the United States.
I don't know if they're fishing. They might have caught something like what. But anyway, you have to watch the film. So you give it an 8.
I give it an 8. 8 is a good number.
I wasn't necessarily, once I saw what the film was about, I wasn't looking for black people to be in the film. Right. So the cinematography 10, the acting 10, the tension and the suspense 10, the landscape, the town was a character in the film.
Yeah, it was.
All the secondary characters, that's a 10.
Yeah.
The wardrobe 10. The through line of the story is a 10.
Yeah.
Did I say suspense? I already said that.
Yeah.
The lighting, it's just a good film to watch, and it teaches you a lot, and it even has a soundtrack to it. It has people singing, and you never know who you would hear singing, right?
I mean, the backdrop, like you said, the town is a character. It's like a lot of treachery going on, within all this beautiful. I mean, the water.
That's right.
I mean, it's really cold.
Really cold.
Because it doesn't take place during the summer; it takes place during the winter, right?
Right.
So, but the backdrop is really pretty.
Right. So look, people, that's Blow the Man Down, right? And so pretty soon we're gonna end our simulcast on Crazy D Film Do on Instagram, because the videos are only an hour, right? But we're gonna keep on forging on ahead on again YouTube at the Film Review Life channel. Right? Make sure you subscribe and click the bell. Periscope, make sure you follow at TFR Podcast Live. And also on FB at TFR Podcast Live, Lordlandfilms page. Make sure you go there, write up your comments. We'll be right there to answer them. So we're going to end right now on Instagram, but we're going to continue on with the rest of the show, because we got a real great rest of the show, because we're going to be talking about Juneteenth and making it a international holiday for global black human beings. Holiday for global black human beings globally, and other holidays that should be added on that all black people globally celebrate. Setting up our heroes and setting up our holidays and pushing forward with what is important to us. So make sure you go on over to Facebook or YouTube or Periscope, hashtag TFR Podcast Live. It'll come up, and continue watching. But we're out right here at Crazy D Film Do.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Right? So people, that was good. Okay. So now, again, people, we are still on at 213-943-3358.
Do you have a favorite film?
213-943-3358. We're at YouTube at the Film Review Life channel. We're at Periscope at TFR Podcast Live. And we're at FB at TFR Podcast Live Lordland Films page. Make sure you like, make sure you follow, do what you do.
Do you have a favorite film? So it's so many great films. I don't think I have.
We're gonna do some more word association right after we come back from this clip right here, because this is our 120th show, right? The 120 show where we're starting and celebrating the 3rd season of
the Film Review, Movies, Music, Culture, Politics, Society podcast. And we're going to go like this as we continue on. Now, these sets right here go into talking about showing how we developed our film review, because we research everything. Okay. We don't just get up here and talk. We research before we start to break down films, right? So it goes through our unique review technique, right, and it goes into talking about the different guests that we have interviewed on the show, right, and more of that is coming in the third season. So here we go, people. The story writing, the narrative, beautiful, the way that they pull back the layer of the onion. We have a term for it here at the Film Review. We call it, let me find it. It's called elements of the onion. That's the new the new phrase that I've coined. The elements of the onion. Peeling the onion back and exposing. At first you see these characters, right, and they're one-dimensional because they're just talking. Right. But then as this movie moves on, the pacing incredible. Yeah. You start to introduce on what these particular persons do for a living, right? Yeah. Then you're introduced to a funny character, a comic relief character, played by Mike Epps, which is Bobby. Yeah. You're introduced to him, and you realize in the story that these two men are basically homeless. Yeah. We are celebrating, and you want to know why we're celebrating, people?
Special birthday.
It's a special birthday.
Yes.
Let me tell you. Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. Yes. I believe hip hop has turned 45.
Wow.
For people who have just tuned in, we are talking to Deshaun Snow. We are talking to Big Coco, Wayne Powers. Wayne Powers is on the show today. First of all, we're talking to the director, writer, producer, actor in Doubting Thomas. Yes. Also, we're going to be talking to Dr. Monique Morris about a film called Push Out. You got the wrong label, but this is the 90th episode of the Film Review, Movies, Music, Culture, Politics, and Society podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Crazy Dave.
Tracy.
And we review movies, music, culture, politics, and society. And do we have a great show for you today? Our guest that's coming on very shortly is Keith Lee from Stockton, California. We have Foster Corder, T. West, Pharaoh Said That, David A. Arnold.
Hello, Viva Las Vegas.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm really, really good.
We appreciate you interviewing with us.
You better.
Okay.
With multiple honors and awards to his name. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we welcome to the Film Review, to hashtag TFRPODCASTLIVE, Kevin MC Chill Hurd. How you doing, Chill?
Wow. What's going on? Talk to me. That was nice.
Yeah. So that was nice, right?
Yeah.
So, you've seen the development. So when you probably didn't know when we first opened what you were looking at, but you saw us talking in the car. So go back once you watch this on the replay and watch how we have advanced. Also, you can go to Crazy D Film Dude, not right now, Crazy D Film Dude on IG, and you can watch the full video. It's about 11 minutes, and it goes through each advancement and development of the show as we go from creating the title all the way to where we are today, right? So let's do some more word association, shall we?
Yeah, but just in case it's not on your list.
Okay, I'm listening.
One of the top
Oh,
Is
it's
this
there.
the only cartoon that we've
It's there.
seen?
It's
Is
coming.
it on here? Okay.
It's coming.
Because
It's coming.
you know, that's
It's numbered. It's episode
close to
34.
Oh, okay. Go
Right?
ahead.
Okay. So, Robin Hood.
That was
That was with Jamie Foxx.
that was good acting.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx,
That was good acting.
he did a good job acting.
The Front Runner.
Front runner. Oh, that movie. Okay, the political film.
That was the Gary Hart.
Yeah, political film.
Right.
It was political. It was okay. I could have did it without it. I mean, at the time,
you could have done it.
I mean, it was a good film. It's worth seeing. But
You could have done without it. Right.
Yeah, it was-
Okay. Wilder versus Tyson Fury 1.
I could have did without it.
Could have done without it. You know what we learned was people will stand for the national anthem who are
Right.
Caucasian, and we were in the theater
Right.
when we went to go see it on the theater,
Right.
and on the theater screen, and the people will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, but then root for the foreign athlete. Go figure that. When they happen to be Caucasian, and then they
Right.
root for the foreign Caucasian
Yeah.
athlete. Go figure that. The episode 33, we talked about what happened with Kevin Hart and the anti-black assault by the LGBTQIA.
Oh, you mean the bullying of Kevin Hart?
Yes.
Whatever.
Okay. Into the Spider-Verse.
Let me go back a step.
Okay, go back
really
a step because you
fast.
said
Yeah,
whatever.
because I didn't appreciate the bullying of. I mean, they just picked with Kevin Hart.
They did.
Like this was like jokes. I mean, just stuff that he had on his Twitter from like years ago.
Years ago.
I'm like, so that was just so like childish. Like I can't believe the Academy would even like address all of that craziness. He could have been the host for the Oscar Awards had the Academy not been so messy. And I mean, you know, people pick and choose. They pick and choose. You know, they want to pick with Kevin Hart over something like that. And you still have people walking around who clearly we've seen on video murdered innocent people, black women as well as black men and black children, and they walk away from it, right? But yet they want to magnify how many rude and nasty and comments that we've seen from different celebrities all over social media. Like that what's her name, Alana Del Rey, right? She made a lot of nasty comments about black artists such as
black artists.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, she mentioned Rihanna, she mentioned Beyonce.
And nobody's trying to cancel her.
And nobody's trying to cancel her, right? And then so
we just take it in stride because, you know, that's just one of the things. Not really.
Yeah. So, but then they just want to just pick with Kevin Hart. Like, it just kills me how they just
pick and choose.
Yeah. And they make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, which is frustrating. And things that are like really, really important, right? They kind of want to just gloss over, and they want to magnify little things. Like they want to take the magnifying glass on like a little small comment or something that somebody made, you know.
Remember, these are supposed to be just one word.
Oh, I'm
things.
sorry. Go ahead. But anyway.
Right. Okay. So let's go forward. Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
That was like great. I would watch that over and over. I mean,
and over.
It was well written. You know, my little nephew, he loves it, and he's 6, my great nephew, and he loves Into the Spider-Verse. So after we saw it, we called our niece and was just like, oh, you know, this is a great film. You guys have to watch it. And after that, he was introduced to Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and ever since then, he's been running around in his Spider-Man pajamas and watching Spider-Verse. So
that's it. Miles Morales. And we hope Did they keep Miles Morales?
I mean, I'm saying they need to. I would like to see it brought to life in film, and I would like to see the young actor that plays the Jack in Blackish. He would be great for that character.
He probably would be good.
Yeah, because if they hurry up and put it out, because he's really young now, right? So by the time they put it out, he'll be like, what, maybe 16, 17, 18 when they start working on it. But he would be great for the character. Are you
trying to say that he's older than what he appears?
Well, Blackish has been on for years, so I'm assuming now that he's 12.
Short, yeah, but I mean,
Well, the last time I saw the episode,
he's an Emmanuel Lewis.
No, you said that he's taller now. Have you seen the latest?
Yeah, he's taller.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh,
we had 3 episodes of that. Episode
we only saw 1. We didn't waste our
37,
time.
38. No, we watched all 3 installments that first time.
Oh,
we didn't watch the one that came up recently.
Well, that's considered part 2.
Well,
we watched all the installments of part 1.
Right, part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, part 3 of part 1.
Oh my God.
A, B, and C.
Anyway, R. Kelly. I mean, it's just R. Kelly.
So what you say? Oh, it's just R. Kelly. Is that the one word?
I mean, it's just say it. It's just say it. Right? I mean, it's sad that he was able to get away with that like for years and.
Okay, 1984.
Oh, that's the film?
Yeah, remember 1984?
I don't remember that film.
Yeah, so you remember that was that movie that was made in 1984.
What was it about?
It was about 1984, Big Brother.
Oh, that movie that was it on Amazon Prime or something?
Yeah, it was dragging, right?
I didn't like it.
That's probably why you didn't remember it.
It was horrible.
Right. The Upside.
Kevin Hart's film.
Yeah.
That was a good film. It was sad. I mean, it went through, but it turned out really good.
It was sad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Passage, the TV show that was short-lived, 1 season. Black girl had powers.
She was a great actress.
Great
Her
actress.
acting was really, really good.
Glass.
Oh, that was good with Samuel Jackson.
Good. Okay, good.
And like Shyamalan.
If Bill Street Could Talk.
That movie was really good. Regina Bell. I mean, that entire cast.
That was depressing.
And Cole Domingo, I believe, played the father.
Right. Replicas.
Keanu Reeves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Action, adventure. That was a lot of action. That was
Vice. About Dick Cheney.
Oh, that was a historical type film based on his life, and it was interesting to find out what made him tick.
One word answers.
Interesting.
Fahrenheit 11/9.
Oh, that Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan?
He starred in it.
Michael Moore. Fahrenheit 9.
Oh, you talking about that one? Because he remade Fahrenheit for HBO.
I'm talking about Fahrenheit.
Okay, so you're talking about Michael Moore.
The documentary.
Not the Michael B. Jordan remake.
Right.
Informative. You always walk away from a Michael Moore film learning something that you didn't know before. Is this the one with Obama drinking the water in Flint?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that was sad. That was disheartening.
The Favorite.
The Favorite was it was a period piece.
Period piece. Beautiful Boy.
That movie was sad.
Churchill.
Historical piece.
True Detective Season 3.
Okay, so if it's not season 1.
Okay, if it's not season 1, that's the word association. Uncle Drew.
You know what? It was a ensemble. It was hilarious.
Hilarious, that's right. American Soul Season 1. American Soul.
You know what? I don't know how they did it, but normally season 2 is not usually as good as season 1, but season 2 is really good.
Fantastic.
It's really good.
What Men Want.
Let me go back really quick. If you haven't seen American Soul, you really should. You really should see it, because if you grew up watching Soul Train, yeah, it's nice to see what happened, like the behind the scenes. You learn stories of what happened between the different artists that performed, and it's also fun seeing who's going to play that artist, right?
That's true.
So it was nice to see Kelly Rowland. She played Gladys Knight. And then we saw Big Boy. He played
George Clinton,
right?
Right.
And so it's always nice to see and DC Young Fly. He played Sly
from the Sly and Family Stone.
So it's always nice to see who's going to play who, and the acting is really good.
What Men Want.
Funny. That was Taraji P. Henson.
Okay.
Funny.
Documentaries.
Okay.
2 Killings of Sam Cooke. The 2 Killings of Sam Cooke.
Yeah, that was sad.
The Teddy Pendergrass. If you don't know me by now, Doc.
Another. That was an informative documentary.
Insecure season 2.
Just good. Issa Rae. It was
good. The Deuce.
The Deuce was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral.
Hilarious. Well written, hilarious.
Let's turn the page.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the Tyler Perry.
You can't. You really can't. Okay. Here we go. Episode 51, we reviewed Yardie.
Yardie is a really good film. Like, if you are somebody that enjoys like reggae music, that soundtrack is off the chain. Especially like, it was executive produced, as well as he did like a lot of the camera work too.
He was camera too, cinematographer.
Yeah,
Idris Elba.
Yeah, that was his project.
That's right.
And the music was great. One of his songs is also in the film.
Yeah, also in the
what's
film.
that song called? Is it called Bossy?
Bossy.
And I mean, storytelling is great. So if you have not seen Yardie, spelled Yardie, I mean, excellent. Like, if you grew up, like if you, what's the movie that we,
Top Shotters.
The
bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Right, like in that vein. But it's up to date.
Yeah, it's more soulful too. It's more culture driven.
The soundtrack is just beautiful. So Yardie.
Okay, people.
Definitely.
So the topic for tonight has to do with making Juneteenth, June 19th, a international holiday, and different dates that can be made into global Black human being holidays that will be recognized globally by the Black diaspora, right?
Okay.
So Juneteenth, 1865. Galveston, Texas, the last slaves that were held in the Confederacy, they didn't get the memo that, they would be free. I wonder why, because they were in Texas, and we're trying to figure out why they didn't get the memo.
It was purposely not given.
I wonder why they didn't get the memo.
I'm sure plenty of people in Texas knew. They just made sure not to.
But they didn't get the memo that they were free. Said something about possibly a courier was killed on the way there, or people, they just weren't respecting it, and it took the Union Army to come in and let them know. As soon as they found out they were free, they started going to put their families back together, and then they came on June 19th to create this holiday, right? And so June 19th was born. So that should be a global holiday.
Right.
Haitian Independence Day, January 1st, 1804, should be a global Black human being holiday to celebrate, right? Because these are victories won, right? That is a victory in the northern hemisphere won, right? You know, in the west, in the latitudes of the west won, right? So that should be a holiday. Of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 18th, the first time it was celebrated was in 1986, right? It should be a global holiday for black human beings, right? For everybody to, follow. Now, Black History Month happens in America in February. It used to be Black History Week, but a student at Kent State University and a professor got together and said, let's make this a month. And from out of Kent State University, Black History Month turned into, Black History Week turned into Black History Month. Right? And guess whose birthday falls in Black History Month? Which everyone should get a day off from work for this brave person who refused to give up her seat. That's
Rosa
right.
Parks.
Rosa Parks.
Wow.
February 4th.
Okay.
Right? It should be the second Monday in February, and not only should it be a whole month of celebration, but we should have that day off. So we're building our holidays, our presidents, our heroes, our people, right? These should be holidays that are put forth, right? Now, here's a big one, y'all. Here's a big one. People often talk about how come there's not a Malcolm X Day, right? Many people say, how come there's not a Malcolm X Day, right? Well, here it is, people. Now, for people who don't know, my wife and I's birthdays fall within the same month. Guess who else's birthday falls within the same month as the same month that my wife and I's birthday falls in, right? Malcolm X, El Malik El Shabazz, born May 19th, 1925, and Betty Shabazz, born May 28th, 1934.
Taurus and Gemini. Who knew?
That's right. Who knew, right? So it should be called Black Husband and Wife Union Day. Black Husband and Wife Union Day, or Black Husband and Wife Unity Day, right? And it should fall on the fourth Monday in May, right? To represent, you know how they have in February, I don't know how February is Black History Month, but somehow they put those presidents in there, Lincoln and Washington, and so they put it on a certain day in February. These are our people, right? And they represented love, black love. And so they should have their day the fourth Monday in May. Malcolm X, Betty Shabazz, Black Husband and Wife Union Day, right? Because it's a union. And the strength is in the black man and the woman being united. Never forget that, right? All right, people. So look, this one is a big one, right? I call this one not Freedom Fighters, but I call it Free Fighters Day. To be free, not in freedom. But you're still in the dome when you're in freedom, right? But when you're in freedom, when you're free, you're free, but you're paid for the labor that you've done in the past and the labor that you continue to do now and into the future. So these people are born in July. right?
Well, before we get to July,
Okay.
we have one, was not a couple,
Mhm.
but we have another person in May that we have to recognize for the month of May.
Okay.
So, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan,
Okay.
May 11th.
Okay, that's May 11th.
Okay.
That's cool. But
Janet Jackson is also in May.
But are they married? We're talking about union.
I know, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Now
I
you're
know
bringing the
it's
third
really
person into the union, and then that kind of like
Well,
that's
I was
kind of
just
like
saying that since we talking about Black History
you brought them up,
Month
and it's kind of
and
like
stuff.
the story they told, right? It's kind of like the story they told you. We should have. I don't know. We
Master
making
P is also in May.
what.
I know, I'm just messing
Well,
with
but
you.
we-
Okay, go ahead. Go to the
But
following
we're
month.
doing black. Anyway, all right, people. So let's keep moving on there. Okay, so people, this is a big one for July because we need to replace that July 4th because we already have Juneteenth and coming right around the corner. So
Okay.
July 4th, people.
Okay.
Excuse me. Removing July 4th out.
Okay.
Born July 10th, 1875, Mary McLeod Bethune.
Wow. Okay.
Nelson Mandela, Biggie,
It's June. What?
July 18th, 1918.
Okay.
Ida B. Wells, July 16th, 1862. So you see right there, that would
And
be
one more. July 1st. Tariq Nasheed is in July. So we got some heavy hitters in July. Who else is in July?
women now. We're getting to it. We're going through the trifecta. We're talking about people who will have holidays because they are no longer with us. It's
Okay.
not about people
Okay.
who are with us. And see, that's why
Okay.
they will one day not be with us, but right now, and then they can
Oh,
fall
those
into
are-
that.
okay.
But these are people who are not with us, but who were free fighters. They
Okay.
fought for us to be free.
Okay.
To be free.
Okay.
Mary McLeod Bethune, Nelson Mandela, and Ida B. Wells. Now that would be the trifecta because we do not leave our women out because the women have been the backbone of the
Yes.
fight for black liberation globally. Wherever you go, wherever you see
Speaking
the
of that,
strong.
we left Coretta Scott King out in May. She was born in May.
She was born in May.
Yes.
That doesn't fit because Martin Luther King was born in January.
Well,
so
she was born in May.
I didn't.
Okay, but go ahead.
People,
but those three people right there were not married to each other in July.
But we're talking about that was the Union Day.
Okay,
this
Union
is the
Day is for
Free
month.
Fighters Day.
Okay,
this is the Free Fighters Day in July.
Okay,
that's why we called it Black Husband, Wife
so we
Union
did July.
Day.
Did we hit
in
August
May.
yet? Because President Obama's in August.
Like I said, July. Now look, August is Ogun Day. But anyway, look, people, look. Can we get through this?
Yes.
Because we've got.
It's a celebration.
We got very little time.
It's the 3rd year anniversary.
Okay, can I get that? I have this laid right. So
movies, politics, and culture.
Now this would have been a trifecta already because we don't leave our women out because the women are in the fight. They standing right alongside the man fighting. So Mary McLeod Bethune, Nelson Mandela, and Ida B. Wells would have been the trifecta. Right. But you add in July.
Okay.
Whitney M. Young.
Wow, okay.
Right? Whitney M. Young and Medgar Evers, right?
In July.
Whitney M. Young, July 31st, 1921, and Medgar Evers, July 2nd, 1925, right? All of these people, when you look at the people, depending on when they pass, they could be within contemporary time of each other.
Okay.
They would have known of each other contemporary while they were alive still, right? And so all of this would be Free Fighters Day.
Okay, Free Fighters Day for our
It's
ancestors.
our President's Day, right?
Oh, so move President's Day from February to, well, it's our President's Day.
It's
so
our
for
President's
July.
Day, so they got their President's Day, but
Okay.
we've got our President's Day, right?
Okay.
Now, not to mention that April could have something because we have Booker T. Washington, April 5th, 1856.
Okay.
And A. Philip Randolph, April 15th, 1889. All right, that's April, and then there's plenty more, but I just put these in here, but I haven't put a name to those. But right there, that's a holiday month, right? Just with those two, and those two would be would know each other.
So there's
right?
really, literally somebody to celebrate every month.
Every month. Fannie Lou Hamer, October 6, 1917.
Okay.
Dorothy Height, March 24th, 1912. Yeah, now these two right here are very important because they're born days from each other in March, right? Dorothy Height, March 24th, 1912, and Bayard Rustin, March 17th, 1912, the architect of the Civil Rights, the March on Washington, cooperation with A. Philip Randolph, who really wanted to make it a tear it up event, but fell on cooler heads to get this across, which brought Martin Luther King, right? So Marley Evers Williams, March 27, 1933, but she's not an ancestor, but I want to put her birthday down because that's Medgar Evers' wife, and she fought to the end to get the dude.
Yes, to this day.
That did that to her husband.
Yeah,
Didn't matter how old they were.
Right.
Put them behind bars. Right. So look, these are some of the days, right? But concretely, the Black Husband-Wife Union Day, right?
Right.
A lot of people can get married on that day, right? That's sacred. That's sacred right there.
Right.
Right? So, Juneteenth, Haitian Independence Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, already established, that is. Black Husband and Wife Union Day, Black History Month, Rosa Parks Day, the second Monday in February. Then in July, with Mary McLeod Bethune, Nelson Mandela, Ida B. Wells, Whitney M. Young, and Medgar Evers. That's Free Fighters Day. It's our President's Day, right? So those are the days that we would propose to put and have that recognized globally, and then as more history is brung forth from other nations, because I did research and I found that a lot of things that's happening in Jamaica are just the regular holidays. When I was looking, like they have Labor Day, they have Flag Day, they have but I didn't put Marcus down. That's because I wanted to make sure that there were more people in that date to make it more like another President's Day for us. So more to come. Right? But these are ones that are concrete, and why they should be that way, because it's a unifying call across nations for global Black human beings to have these holidays to celebrate, right? So this is very important. This is important stuff that we're talking here. Every time you come on to the Film Review, Movies, Music, Culture, Politics, Society podcast, we're going to bring you something that is very interesting, something that will assist you in your day. Just knowing these dates and these important people's names and their birthdays help you to know that Malcolm X and Betty Shabazz were born in the same month of May, which should be Black Husband and Wife Union Day, right? That's a beautiful thing, right? So that's part of the black politic, right? We have to let you have it, you know, each week.
So
black politic.
And as far as like the movies go, like we do the film review and we review films. This is our anniversary. We've been doing it for 3 years, and the theaters in Las Vegas, they did open them. Did he? I think he rolled them back. Yeah, but at the time the governor opened the theaters,
right,
we did get contacted by the movie theater chain that we work with, and they told us it's time to come back. He's like, no, not yet.
Ain't time to come back yet.
Because of this COVID is still rising.
Still rising.
And right, you know, throughout the United States, throughout the world, but and specifically in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, you know, we kind of holding back, you know, on that because I'm still not comfortable with sitting in the movie theater yet. But until then, we will review films from home.
That's right, and there's plenty and much to review. Okay,
on so many platforms.
That's right. Episode 52. Let's do some word association again, right?
Okay.
Because we've got.
So then you want me to call some off to you?
We've done so many movies. I want to get what you're doing, okay? Because you're not gonna be able to read my chicken strap. See, that's why I type 160 words per minute, because my chicken scratch. The more you know how to type, the less your penmanship is just it's just so.
Can I say before? Okay, if you haven't seen it yet, those of us who grew up watching Lifetime,
okay,
the Betty Broderick story, right?
Uh-huh.
Years ago on Lifetime, they did a movie on her. Well, fast forward to today, USA. Dirty John series. They're covering the Betty Broderick story, right? And it is shocking. And so check it out. It's quite entertaining. So eventually we will be reviewing it, but you have to check it out because Amanda Peet and Christian Slater, they do a great job. So
Edward Martin says, "Happy 3rd anniversary."
Thank you. Hey, Ed. Thank you, cousin.
Thank you. All right, people. So look, word association.
Okay.
The movie Us.
Okay. Us. Oh, great film. Chilling.
That's the word.
I mean, it give you nightmares. Tether.
That was episode 52. Can you believe
it?
Episode 53.
Frightening.
The Dumbo movie, live action.
Oh, that was cute. If you have a kid, like Dumbo's a great family film. It's cute.
Episode 54, The Public.
The Public. That was a really good movie. Emilio Estevez.
Yes.
And it takes place in the public library.
That's right.
Great film. That was a great independent film.
The Best of Enemies.
Okay. That was entertaining.
Was it?
With it was. I want to say education. It was great acting by Taraji P. Henson, and I have to find her co-star because he's a really good actor too.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about him. He played.
He's a good actor.
He wasn't really acting. We said that in the review. I don't think he was really acting. But anyway, okay. Episode 55. Little.
Oh.
One word.
Hilarious.
Okay.
That was a great film too. That was a great actress.
The young lady from
the young great actress from Marcel.
Yeah, that's her.
From Blackish.
Right. Shazam
was hilarious.
Okay.
It was good. It was better than the trailer. It's worth seeing. Shazam was good.
It's worth seeing.
Megan Good is in Shazam.
Yeah. Episode 56. How High 2.
How high? You know what? I didn't see that. You saw that one because it was real late when it came on. So, but I do. You told me DC Young Fly is in it, so I'm sure it's funny.
Disappointing.
Oh.
The Phantom Thread. The Phantom Thread.
Oh, that movie is really good. I mean, that Phantom Thread is a good period piece film. Like if you're someone that loves like period pieces and you love like acting and drama.
Well, it was more like fashion and betrayal.
I mean, it had, but it was still a period piece. The fashion was really nice, but it's some treachery in it.
In episode 56, we reviewed so many films that episode. A Quiet Place. One word.
Quiet Place. Stressful. It was a good film, but it was like stressful.
Homecoming season 1.
Excellent.
That was yours. Okay.
Yeah.
The Trap movie. That was T.I.
Oh, that was entertaining. Yeah, it was entertaining. It had a great ensemble cast. It was funny.
You Were Really Never Here.
I'm trying to remember.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, Amazon Prime. That was really good. Really good acting. Because when you hear certain names, like when you hear Joaquin Phoenix, you know the acting is going to be great, right? Just like when you hear Michael B. Jordan or Jake Gyllenhaal or Lakeith Stanfield or
Right, whatever.
Chadwick Boseman.
All those names, you name
Chadwick Boseman.
One word
Denzel.
Answer. One word answer.
Samuel Jackson. Morgan Freeman.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame.
That was episode 57.
Black Panther was a great film.
Okay, there we go. All right, good answer. Okay. Native Son. How many times will they remake Native Son? That was Spanish. That was,
you know what,
starring Ashton Sanders. He's been in so many films. He is
such a good actor. Great acting.
They used him to make people go see Captive State. I jumped over that movie.
Because when you see him, he's another, like, I don't want to say up and coming. I mean, he's a younger actor who, you know, he's been in a lot of films and stuff, and his body of work is growing, and his work is like really good. Okay. So he was really good in that film.
Episode 58, which was May 6, 2019. Okay. Grass is Greener. It's a documentary by Fat by Freddy. It's about growing grass.
Okay, it was interesting.
Bolden.
Great.
I
mean, the main actor in Bolden, he also stars in The Deuces. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to look his name up. But Bolden is like a great film. And right now it is on Amazon Prime. And I would definitely see that film because it's based on a true story. Mm-hmm. And it's starring Gary Carr. Great actor.
Episode 59. Okay. Making Goods, The Intruder.
Intruder was a good movie. It was Megan Good and Michael Ealy. Yeah. And it's Joseph. Is it Sikora?
It's Quaid. Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid is in it too. Joseph Sikora from Power was in it. Mm-hmm. That movie was creepy. It was good creepy. It was like because Dennis Quaid played a creepy character.
Creepy.
He was creepy.
Detective Pikachu.
That was funny.
Of Mikes and Men. Wu-Tang.
That was a really good documentary.
Episode 60. John Wick 3.
Halle Berry kicked butt in that film. Like, I didn't know that she knew karate and stuff. Like, she said she literally had to learn. She did no stunts. No stunts.
So that was
double.
one. So that was one word association. It was Halle Berry kicks butt.
Right. She
All right. Episode 61. Can we believe that this has been that long ago? May 28th, 2019. Aladdin. Will Smith.
Oh, that was really good. Really good. If you haven't seen Aladdin, I mean, it's one of those feel-good movies.
Can you believe that was May 28th of
Gosh,
a year ago?
flying.
That's right.
All I have to say is in Aladdin, I've never seen a film where people leave out the theater like singing a song. You go in a restroom, they're still singing songs from Aladdin. In the parking lot, people are singing a great film.
See, we're giving you all these names so you can go watch these films, right?
Yeah.
We're giving you reviews and giving you honest reviews, but one word association.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Season 2 of She's Got to Have It.
Season 2 is good. I was hoping for a season 3.
Hopefully you're popular. I'll just say pulse. Spike Lee had the hand on the pulse.
Yeah.
Episode 62. Ma movie. One word.
Octavia Spencer, her acting was great because it was against type.
One word.
Against type.
One word for the movie. The movie. Come on. Devastating. Okay, look. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Can you believe it? We reviewed these two films on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Godzilla,
It was on
King
the
of the
same day.
Monsters.
Both films?
Yeah.
They came out around the same
At the same time. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. What would you give it? Only one word. One word. We've already given the ratings. They can go back and watch the reviews
a lot
to
of
get the ratings.
action. It was full of action. You know, I mean, I wouldn't go see it again, but I mean, it's worth seeing.
I would say not worth, but that's two words.
I mean, it's. I'm like, if you're at home,
which means that I would have to combine.
Looking for something to watch.
I would have to combine that, meaning if you're stoned. Other than that, to me, worth less.
No, if they're stoned, they better not watch it because they're gonna think Godzilla coming through the TV and it might flip out. So.
Okay. Episode 63, we reviewed When They See Us.
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay.
I asked you earlier, what was your favorite film so far?
But we'll get to it. We can get
But
through this.
right here,
17 seconds.
When They See Us, Ava DuVernay, she did such a great job, and it was like heart gripping. See, that's the description for that film. That's
heart
like
gripping.
That's my number one because it.
Well, that was episode 2 because we had to take it in doses.
Yeah, I had to take it in doses. That's how I know this film is a great
So that
film.
would be my one word association.
Great
doses.
film.
Doses. Right?
Heart gripping would be my
Episode 64.
Okay.
The Dead Don't Die.
Oh, that movie was hilarious.
That was a zombie movie.
That was a funny zombie movie.
Entertaining.
Is that my best favorite? It's pretty good. It's up there high with the zombie movies. Some zombie movies are stupid, but this one, Danny Glover starred in this one,
and Bill Murray.
Danny Glover, and the one actor, he's really good. He was in Black.
He was
Klansman.
in Black Klansman as the one who went in as the Black Klansman. Okay.
Right.
HBO, Euphoria.
Zendaya, her acting is good. Against Type.
One word.
Sad.
Mm-hmm. Episode 65 was our celebration of the second season, and we got to review 2 films that day, and the 2 films were Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Along with what?
No, come on. Far From Home. Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Okay, I believe Zendaya was in that too.
She was in that too, but Far From Home.
So, the Far From Home, the highlight of that film was Zendaya acting in it. The script was horrible. I was so disappointed.
Horrible. Okay, so the word is horrible. Okay. I'll say about Zendaya, we saw her on an interview recently, and she talked about how because of how she has been manifest in the world. She purposefully asked her agent to go for scripts that do not particularly say black female, because she's leaving the scripts that are open for black females for black females who are more manifest as black females, so that the roles can be open, so she can open those roads to other roles, so that other black actors can come through, female actors can come through, and then also begin to fill those jobs. Right.
That's what I like about her.
Yeah.
You know, I like her.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great human being as well as an actress. Right.
The Last Black Man in San Francisco. That was also the other movie.
Okay. Beautiful architecture.
Disappointing. Episode 66. Yesterday.
Oh, you know what? What? Beautiful music.
Okay. MIB.
If you like the Beatles, that's a good movie to see.
MIB International.
Oh, minus Will Smith.
Minus Will Smith. That's the two words I said. Saints and Sinners.
You know, that's a really good series on Bounce TV.
Bounce TV. But it's come to an end, though, right?
Oh,
is that right?
It was entertaining.
Saints and Sinners.
Yeah, so if you can, I'm sure that you can find it on between Hulu and Amazon.
Probably replay.
Yeah, and Bounce on demand. I'm sure the Saints and Sinners is a really good show, a really good series.
Episode 67.
Okay.
We reviewed Stuber.
Stuber was really funny.
Funny, okay. Episode 68. The Lion King.
Oh, The Lion King was just magnificent.
Episode 69. Can you believe that these films all happened in we're coming through the 2019 list, right? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, that was just great.
Great, that's what I was
Quentin
about to
Tarantino.
say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Episode 70. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, that was just like, when I think that movie, breathtaking, because it's full of action in it from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, great acting. I mean, look at the two main actors. I mean, you know, you have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Jason Statham. So, you know, the two combined, like I said, from beginning to end, action. It's just like breathtaking. From beginning to end, you're like holding your breath.
Mm-hmm. Episode 71, Hip Hop's Birthday.
Well, that was a good, I mean,
good episode.
You can never get enough of hip hop.
Mm-hmm. Episode 72, Septuplets.
Well, that was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Marlon Wayne, hilarious.
Good Boys.
Good Boys. Oh, that was funny with the three little boys.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
His mother was late coming up to Sway that year.
Oh,
now there's still Sway, but no studio to go to right now until COVID is over. What a difference a year makes, right? Episode 73, Season 2, we talked about Snowfall.
Okay.
Season 2.
The main actor in Snowfall.
No, just give one word thing.
Snowfall, John Singleton.
John Singleton.
Just a great body of work. And in Snowfall, you could tell he put his all in Snowfall. Like, it's great writing, great acting. So with Snowfall, all you have to say is John Singleton. And when you think of John Singleton, you just think of his great body of work. And Snowfall is just great.
Episode 74, we gave honor to Sharon Harrell, who passed from TC's Barbecue Crib. But the movie we reviewed that evening was Don't Let Go.
Oh.
David Oyelowo. And
wow. Which is fitting, you know.
Don't Let Go.
Yeah.
What would you give it? I mean, not give it, but what was
that
one
film,
word?
Don't Let Go, is just like with Sharon. You know, God bless her. May she R.I.H. rest in heaven. Just as in the film, it has to do with passing, right?
Passing.
And that film was like heart-wrenching because the relationship between the uncle and his niece.
Mm-hmm. And it was
David Aiello, right?
And the way that the movie moved, it was nerve-wracking, but it's worth saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good film.
Episode 75, we began our interview series, people. Deshaun Snow.
Oh, she was just delightful from the Housewives of Atlanta, season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a great series of books.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yes, right
It's
there.
a little shiny.
Little shiny.
Deshaun
Okay.
Snow.
Carnival Row.
Oh, great show on. I'm waiting for season 2.
Is there going to be
Amazon
a
Prime.
Can they do
Carnival
it?
Row,
Did they shoot
starring
it?
Orlando Bloom, is a great show on Amazon Prime. Like, real good. I'm waiting for that. I'm happy that you just told me today that on TNT,
The Alienness
is
coming
season
back with
2.
season 2. It's going to be
Another
a
good
love story.
show.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Episode 76, Hustlers movie.
Oh, that was with J-Lo, right?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. J-Lo deserved the Oscar for that. She did a great job. So.
Oscar. Okay, episode 77, Downton Abbey.
It was delightful. Because we just had to see, I had to see what was all this big Downton Abbey hubbub. But when we saw the film, well done, period piece. Like the action. Well, not so much as action. It was more so like a drama. Is this suspense?
The
too?
twists and turns. Twist
and
in the story.
and really like witty dialogue.
Mhm.
Witty.
Episode 78, we also continue with our interview series, Nick Leisure, and we reviewed the Petey Wheatstraw for Halloween, right? But in episode 79, we reviewed The Joker, or Joker.
Oh, gosh. Excellent. Now, come on, Joaquin Phoenix.
Godfather of Harlem.
On Stars.
That's right.
Forrest Whitaker is a great actor. So when I think of that film, I think of just Forrest Whitaker greatness.
Yeah. Diane Carroll passed that week, October 6th. That was the show, October 6th, but she passed that week. Episode 80, Raising Dion.
Oh, great film. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Great film. Executive produced by Michael Jordan. He's also in the film. Michael B. Jordan. Great film.
Gemini Man. Will Smith.
Gemini Man was, I think of Adventure. It was Adventures. It was an adventurous movie because he's in another country.
I say 1080p. Watch the review. And then we reviewed JD's Revenge. Glenn Thurman is always great. Episode 81. Prince's Bodyguard Speaks. We went on with our interview, right?
Good, yeah.
Zombieland 2 Double Tap.
Zombieland 2 was funny.
It was funny, but it was not as good as they never really died.
Right, which is hilarious.
Hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Episode 82, Black and Blue.
Black and Blue was it was good acting. That starred Tyrese and Naomi Harris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really good acting. Really good acting.
Dolomite Is My Name.
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
That was October 27th, that show.
Really good. It's worth seeing too. You can see it on Netflix. Comedic genius. And when I say that because it's like you've got a great ensemble. Come on, Eddie Murphy playing Dolomite, right? You've got Luenell in the film. You've got Wesley Snipes. You got Mike Epps in the film. I mean, great film.
Right. Let's see. 83, episode 83, we continue with our interview series, Wayne Powers.
Okay.
But in episode 84, we review Doubting Thomas.
That was really good. Doubting Thomas is a good film.
Great film.
I mean, because it's just like
it really hits on
what's
the
going on
tensions
today.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we also reviewed Push Out.
Okay.
That was Monique, Dr. Monique. I'm missing her.
Her
name.
documentary.
Her documentary.
That was a good documentary.
She
wasn't
Monique Morris, and she was
right.
up for NAACP award.
Yes,
right,
was
for
really
best doc, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I also saw her on MSNBC.
Just recently.
She did a great job.
Motherless Brooklyn.
Oh, excellent film. Jazz throughout the whole film. Starring I hate butchering her name, but the actress is Mbatha, yeah. Her acting is great. Great actress. Great film. Great film.
Episode 85, The Good Liar.
Oh, Helen Mirren.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good film. Good liar in that film.
Good liar, right. Mm-hmm.
It's some good lying, great acting, great
you
script.
Have to see, if there's a film that you want to see that keeps you suspense and keeps you twisting, that is the film to see. Episode 86, 21 Bridges.
Come on. Chadwick Boseman, excellent. Just perfection, that film. I mean, like, and then the other actors in it too. What's his name? I hate that I don't have my list. Because you had Chadwick Boseman in it, and then also starring James.
Stephen James. Yeah.
The two powerhouses in that film. Well written action.
They're seen together in the kitchen.
It's powerful.
That's right. Episode 87, The Irishman.
You can see it on Netflix.
Yeah.
But when I think of The Irishman, I think of Robert De Niro.
I don't think that he would want you to think of that. But that same episode, 87, we review Queen and Slim.
Okay. Queen and Slim. When I think of Queen and Slim, you know what I think of? Because the characters, it kicked off in Cleveland. So that's what I think of. And action, Bonnie and Clyde from beginning to end.
I think I have a slash. It's great / disappointing. Episode 88, 89.
Say it. Okay.
American Son.
American Son. I think Kerry Washington when I on Netflix.
Disappointing. Also, we reviewed Sweetback's Badass Song and Truck Turner. Go and watch those reviews and definitely see those two films. Episode 90, Watchmen. Oh
my gosh, Regina King.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Just brilliance.
It's oh my gosh, right? We also talked about Orlando Jones and
Watchmen is on HBO. Check it out. Go ahead.
That Watchmen, right. Orlando Jones and being kicked off of American Gods, and who's going to watch it now without Mr. Nancy on it. Keith Lee, we interview him, independent filmmaker, director, writer.
Keith Lee, right. His film, really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Okay, so episode 91.
Okay.
Loose.
Okay. Loose. Wow. Suspense.
Farming.
Angering.
Burning.
But when I say angering, I mean it's a good film.
Burning Cane.
Confusing.
Episode 92, Foster v. Corridor. We interviewed him.
Right.
Waves movie.
Waves. Great acting. The same actor that was in Loose.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Great acting. I wish I had the actress name.
Episode. That's why they go and watch the reviews.
Yes, go see the
All
review.
we're doing is doing one word.
Yeah.
One word responses.
I'm like trying
Episode 93, 94.
Okay.
Little Women.
Oh gosh, great cast.
The Grudge
Great
reboot.
film. Wasted. I mean, it was just a horror film.
Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible. Episode 95 as we close out. T. West.
Okay.
We interviewed him.
Excellent.
Just Mercy, though, is the movie we reviewed.
Just Mercy, just greatness. Starring Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
That's right.
Based on a true story.
Greatness.
Heart gripping.
And that's where we're going to end it. See, we got more pages. We'll hit that
Going
next
on
week.
today.
You have been watching
Really?
the film review, Movies, Music, Culture, Politics, Society podcast.
Right.
We're the husband and wife team. I'm Crazy D.
Tracy.
And we review movies, music, culture, politics, society. And we will see you next week on the Film Review. Film Review. Movies, music, culture, politics, society podcast. Interviews, movie reviews, and more. Live Sundays at 5:30 p.m. on the Film Review Live channel. Subscribe.
Hi, this is Bernadette Stannis, Thelma from Good Times, and you're watching the Film Review.